poppin' squad? Is your boy Jesimein, and today I got a video to help you guys out. I know a lot of you guys have been confused on how skill power works. Is it worth investing into? What are some of the buffs and all that jazz, right? So first things first, let's base it down to how skill power works. So skill power itself does not buff your individual skills. It does not reduce the cooldown. It doesn't do none of that. It doesn't do what it used to do in Division 1. If you played Division 1, you would know rolling into electronics basically made everything on your skills better. It reduced the cooldown, it increased the duration, increased the strength, the damage, all that stuff. In this game, it's 100% different, and it's also the same at the same time. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, skill power is just as important. It just doesn't apply the same way. So, for example, as you can see, your boy got 7857 skill power in a build video coming soon. You guys will get that. Don't worry. I'm not going to hold out. But I needed to get this high of skill power in order to test some of the mods and stuff out and that you have in the game. Now, a lot of people are kind of hurt at the fact that they saw some mods that are like, man, I wish I could use that. For example, 97% duration, plus 6 bombs on this. And if you go to Chem Launcher, you can see some crazy ones too. 91% radius, 24% heal, 20% cooldown reduction, 31 or 32% duration, 123% radius. All these crazy, extremely high buffs, right? These are all only capable by hitting certain thresholds. You can see this one needs 68, 82 skill power and 66 and 77, and it's just outrageous, right? At first glance, you're gonna think, man, that's unattainable. Like, why are they so high? That's stupid. And I hear you. I mean, at first I was like, man, that's almost impossible. Like, how in the world are we gonna reach that much skill power and still have a build? I'm telling you, it's possible. Is it hard? Extremely. It's extremely difficult. You can see right here I have 9 electronics with only 7 combined on my other 2, which is my shield and my firearms. But you can get the skill power, and I love the way they did it because now skill builds actually have to think and invest. You can't just do everything like back in the day in Division 1 where you can be a full DPS build with self-sustain and all that stuff. You can't do that no more. Now it's everybody plays their role. If you want good heals and you want good skills, you're gonna give up that DPS. If you want incredible DPS, you're gonna give up that skill power and those skill durations and all that. If you want extreme tankiness, you're gonna give up some firearms in the cycle, right? The rock paper scissors cycle. That's how it is. Now, how does it work? So once you get a certain amount of skill power, obviously it doesn't buff your skills, but then it does because the only way to get the buffs for the skills themselves are going to be having high skill power, which is cool because for me, I'm like, okay, let's say I want to make a Chem Launcher build. In order to make a Chem Launcher build, not only do I have to make a build that's going to break the skill power ratio, as you can see, I'm at the top right, it says 7857. And not only do I have to break that and breach that amount in order to get some of the skills, I have to farm for mods that do certain things that have roles on them. So you're not only reaching a certain plateau, you're farming to get a mid-max version. So for example, like as you can see, just on this, I have 123% radius, which is huge, right? But on here, I have a 91% one. So imagine if I found another 120% radius one and how big that would be. But obviously the higher the gear score, sometimes higher the heals and stuff. So 25%, 24%, 32% duration, and it changes. It can go high. Like you can see, these are the same ones, but this is 5% more. But it also takes like 700 more skill power. So the higher the rolls in that respective thing. So for example, you can see right here, 15 is really high. Technically, I would believe like a 25 will push up into the 7600. So I have 20% cooldown reduction. If this was 25%, I'm pretty sure in that range, whatever the rolls, the highest it can go, the highest will probably be upwards into the, like for example, you can see right here, since this is a 32% duration, this might be one of the highest because it's at 7690, and that works with all of them. They all have their respective roles, and I believe that's how it's going to work. Now, the only way to get these, obviously, is to spec into the skill power. But even if you had a fully fleshed out skill power build that has 9,000 skill power, if you don't have the best mods, you're not going to have the best results. So, which opens up farming for skill builds. So, for me, that's even more high because now I have another thing to look forward to in my loot pool. If I see mods, now I'm grabbing all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because before, when you're not hitting a certain skill power, you're like, man, these mods are basically useless. Now, anytime I see a mod, I know I can use that because I'm at 7,800 and I haven't seen anything roll higher than that. And for me, that's how it should be. I think that's how skill power should work. I think that's the reason why it's worked the way it has. I think that's why the developers designed it this way, because of that. And when it comes down to it, I feel every single build should have to be an all investment in if you want the best out of it. And I think this system is why it does that. Now, for the people who are worried about, well, how's the damage going to be? Is it going to be one shot? I don't think that even if you somehow, some way get a fully fleshed out Seeker build or Bombardier drone or Chem Launcher, I don't think anything's going to be one shot. I can kind of already in my head, just by looking at numbers and stuff, I can see that probably won't be a thing. But it doesn't even have to anymore, because there's so many different ways to play, and there's so many different things that you can kind of combo with. Like, just think about it. Like, I can put I can get a defender drone, put a defender drone on, and I can just go crazy. If, like, let's say, all right, what's the best part of defender drone? Okay, defender drone, the best thing about it is the longer it stays up, good, right? So I can put, like, well, I don't have the mod for here, but I can put a straight 97% duration mod. So a regular person's defender drone is already, just by one mod, 20 seconds faster to blow up than mine, off of the fact that it has duration. You see what I'm saying? Or if you're running Bombardier drone, 6 extra bombs. Like, that's adding raw DPS to it. And I have blast radius. Obviously, I usually deconstruct all my other skills. Now I'm kind of sad because before I wasn't able to get none of these mods, so I was just deconstructing them. I was like, I'll just wait until afterwards. Now I regret it, because now that I finally hit this, I have so many mods I destroyed. But keep your mods. If you plan on going crazy, dude, keep your mods. Mod your stuff up when you get up here. You can see, just like, for example, like, I need to find a gold damage one bad. I don't think I have one, but I have 107% or duration. So there's a lot of crazy things that you can go into. Like, I don't think I have any for Firefly. No, I don't. Well, I'll give you a little sneak peek of the build. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. But anyways, feel free to pause it if you want, but I'll go into full build video later. Go into turret. We'll go, let's see. So I have a 48% health on this one. Mortar ammo, I don't have that. So obviously you have to farm. You can see, like, I have a skill power build, but I can't even fully use a turret or fully use a Firefly because I have no mods for them. But, like, on the shield and stuff, I have plenty of mods. On the pulse, I think I have a couple. Oh, I don't even have a couple no more. I need to get grinding. Too bad pulse sucks anyway, so I don't really care. I'm most excited about these 3: Chem Launcher, Hive, and Drone. These 4: Hive, Chem Launcher, Drone, and Shield. These 4 I can work on later, maybe if there's a gear set that buffs these 4. But my main 4 are this, because support for Hive and Chem Launcher, and just overall, just sustainability with Drone and Shield. Like, you can do some crazy things. I'm most excited about the Chem Launcher, though, because that Chem Launcher heal, like, when I put this on right here, put that 20% heal, and I put another, I don't even need the charges, and put, like, a 25% heal right here. Dude, when I tell you guys that 45% heal on the Chem Launcher, nuts. Or if I want to be a little generous with myself, I put on a 25% heal and then put 6% ammo or 6 ammo. Look at that. That's going to be 9 charges with ammo. Or let's say I just want to go nuts. I can just put a whole nother 4% or 4 ammo. So what's that? That's an extra 10. That's going to be 13 charges. So there's a lot of things you can definitely do with skill power. A lot of ways to run it. A lot of ways that you can kind of go crazy, in the sense that if you want to run, like, for example, you put on the Wyvern wear, put on 2-piece Wyvern wear, and let's say you want to go full drone build. Try to get high skill power, go full drone build, get that 15% drone build skill power, put it on, choose whichever one you're going to use. Like, I have a fixer one or whatever. Like, if you have the pulse one, or I like defender. I feel like defender is the best one. Put a defender on, increase that duration, roll some duration mods on it, and you can just see some outrageous numbers. I'm gonna min-max this build before I upload it for you guys. I haven't rolled anything, so, which is crazy, because look at how much skill power I have without rolling anything. But you could definitely see how close we are to the tip. So I love you guys, man. I feel like skill power is definitely slept on, and of course, I would love to take responsibility to unlock it for you guys, to inspire you guys to invest into it. If you are a medic, if you are a support player, if you are just a person that loves the skills, you can definitely invest into it, and it's definitely worth, especially for healers. Everybody was complaining that there were going to be no heals in this game. Armor kit system, heals too slow. We don't like that. Dude, Chem Launcher Chem Launcher is definitely one of the best heals, I think. It's basically the old school division heal. And it can get even crazier. I'm gonna make another video, probably following up on this one, where I go through all the mods I do have, and just show you the differences of what happens when you don't have a skill build and when you do, so you can see firsthand visually how insane the difference is, and you can kind of get inspired that way. So that's pretty much it, you guys. If you guys have any questions about how these skills work, I pretty much answer all of them. I'm gonna be real with you. There's nothing you probably don't know after watching this video. One of the biggest things is people didn't know that the skill power number itself does not mean your skill power. It just means unlock mods that give you that power. So it's the same thing. It's just you have to do a whole nother step on top of just getting the skill power. So let's say we had access to all the mods. It'll be the same thing as just giving the power to the skills, because you have to get high skill power in order to have strong skills. Either way, you can't have low skill power and super powerful skills. That's impossible, which means you can't have jack of all trades, right? Which is the best part about it for me. Like I said, and thank you devs, whoever designed it like this, you are genius, my guy, because I was so worried that people were going to make cookie cutter builds that did everything all in one. I don't want that. You see what I'm saying? I want a skill build to be a skill build, a DPS build to be a DPS build, a tank build to be a tank build. Now, do we have fully fleshed out skills now that can go crazy and probably with a gear set do insane amounts of damage and do everything? Probably. We don't know. But as of right now, in the brand set meta, which is basically a hexo meta if you're from Division 1, this is the only way to get super powerful skills. Skills are strong anyways. Chem Launcher is still a good heal even if you're not running it. But the capabilities of what happens when you unlock its full potential just destroy base Chem Launcher or base Hive or base Turret or base Pulse or base whatever skill. You can see the difference when you invest in the skill power. So hopefully you guys enjoy, man. Let me know what you guys think. Smash a like if you want this build video on my skill build, how I attained this much skill power. I will gladly share with you guys. And also let me know in the comments below if you want me to do kind of like, I don't know, a tier list video where I show what happens when you have this much skill power for the people who don't have the time necessarily to invest in it yet. So love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hit that new subscribe, man. Hit that if you are a brand new person. Please click that subscribe button. We're on our road to 100K. Let's get it. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. So all those skill build people out there, dude, I'm telling you guys, we are here. We are coming. I'm putting down for us. I'm trying to put it on so people respect support. People respect creativity, and people respect the skill build movement. You feel me? I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Your boy is out.